guys, welcome back to Glory Locz. Today we are getting into an extreme repair. The reason why I say an extreme repair is because of the simple fact this client came to me when I say just in time. Right now you see that there is so much like new growth outside of the locks to the point to where I had to basically crochet all his hair back into his lock, literally throughout his entire head. But we are just getting started. So right here, I am pretty much just going through with my comb and rake method and just trying to determine where the locks begin and end, because there's literally like a small afro, if you say like a small afro surrounding his lock. So that hair could be allocated to like any lock, honestly. So my job here was to literally figure out where the hair goes. Does it belong to the bottom lock? Does it belong to the top lock? So in this segment, it'll be a little, I won't say lengthy because I am going to speed it up, but I just wanted to describe to you all what I am actually doing, because like I said, y'all can see it looks like an afro on top of locks. So we are trying to eliminate that today. Some locks were removed and added back because of the simple fact they were hanging on by a thread.
Like braiding hair to it to kind of keep it. Okay, let's see.
Let's try that. It looked like it looks alright, but I don't know.
But you like, I'm not sure about the condition of it. Okay, so yeah, we'll cut this one off and then reestablish it. So that's just braiding hair.
That was one I started realizing, oh, there's one.
Like it's about to.
And then there's like, oh.
Yes. So how did you start your locks? Did you go to like a loctician?
Yeah, I went to someone.
Okay.
We don't actually even call them loctician. Like, she does braids, she does locks, she does all around. But
Okay.
she knew how to do style locks, and she did it.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's no actual specification of loctician. So
Yes.
someone that's a braider in our country can usually do locks and sometimes do it well and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But over here, I was like, oh no, I specialize in this one.
Yeah, like it's certain people that only do locks. Yes.
I was like, oh, mind blown. Okay.
You said, okay, yeah. Because I feel like locks in itself, honestly, like depending on how deep you go into it, it's a lot of work within it. You know, the lock detoxes, the lock comb outs, and things of that nature. So I think, you know, over time, a lot of people, you know, have been able to expand with locks. Because of course, I think when locks started, it was just simple retwist and that's it. And now, you know, you got the crochet maintenance, you got the lock detoxes and the styles that go on for days and days and days. So yeah, it's definitely more of a revenue type by itself now rather than, you know, like with braids. But yeah, a lot of locticians braid as well. I'm kind of getting into braiding, but it's not really something that I like 100% offer. So yeah. Like, I'm just gonna stick to locks. Yes. So honestly, with locks, I had my own locks. I'm trying to think. I started them in 2019, and just so happened I really was just looking for like how can I say, like really like a business or something else for me to like get into, because I was working and honestly I would say that it wasn't really fulfilling. I always felt called to like my own business. So within that, I really did like just pray and seek the Lord about like what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. And so I dropped all my pursuits that I had at the time, because I think I was, I was trying to study to get my real estate license.
Oh,
Yeah, and I don't know, it just it just wasn't going right. So I was like, okay, yeah. So I was like, let me just pause. And again, like I said, I was in a space of really like seeking the Lord for what I should do. So I was like, let me, just see. So I put everything aside, really started studying my Bible and things of that nature. And literally one day, I was on Instagram just scrolling down my Instagram feed. Listen, yes. I was scrolling down my Instagram feed and I saw this lady. She was offering lock classes. So basically teaching you how to do locks and, to get certified in it. And literally as I was scrolling down, I just felt the Holy Spirit say, you need to take this class. You need to take this class this month. And I was like, okay. So
this is active. No other, yeah.
So, yeah, that's how I got started, and I took the class and, just kind of walking out in faith and was like, oh, my God, this is really something that I could do. And so at the time, a lot of people in my family had locks, too. I have an older sister. She wanted to get locks, so I started her locks. So she's had her locks for like literally 3-4 years since I've been in business. So, yeah, it has been growing. And now I'm full-time. I'm 6 months full-time because for the first 2 years, I did work and have a job and did it part-time. But, yeah, now it's full-time, so, yeah.
I love that. There we go.
Yes. And then I'm also getting into education as well. So, I definitely want to teach the skill to other people as well. So, yeah. So, I'm like, yes, it's been fun. I really enjoy it a lot.
That's it, guys. No, wildest dream would I ever think there would be a lock class where you can go and learn. Like, usually ask people like, oh, my mom used to do locks and then she taught me and then I thought, maybe I'm going to do hair.
Yeah.
And I want to, and then they just keep the skill away and then, they use it. But a class, wow.
Because it's giving people the opportunity. And see, that's why Houston is also great as well. Because even not just for locks, but for like other, I'm trying to think, they have like nail classes you could take. Like, it's so much more that honestly you can like take to where, you get certified, or like you see the lash ticks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like
it's big now.
Yes. And I'll be like, oh my God, I never really paid attention to how expensive, lashes are, but my goodness. I was like, oh, that is absolutely a business.
Someone can give you a full-blown education, can walk you through, this size is good, but it won't bring out your face fully. I'm thinking,
you're like, this is a whole study. You're like, I thought it was just lashes. Be like, no, let me introduce you. This is just an introduction. Yes.
But I love to see the people passion, because then again, it's different than any other typical studies. Like, you think of studies, you think of all the classical things, and then you're like, nope, I studied lashes. Like, what? And then you can break it down and like, oh, I really did not know that. So wow.
Yes. It's so much. It's so much.
And that means you'd have the best way to take care of it as well. Because I bought the products that I did bring from Australia, they were already running out, and I was thinking, I don't know what to trust here.
Yes.
Yeah, there's so much out there, and I don't know what to actually grab. So I'm looking for something that hydrates it. And,
okay.
The white, I guess shampoo. Innocent shampoo.
Okay.
Yeah. But
okay.
I don't know if that's white, but I like to wash my hair at least once a month.
Okay.
That's just what I don't know. People say, oh, I don't wash your locks. I'm like, yeah, I like to wash
my hair. Yes. I wash my hair at least, so like for me, just how my locks are, like I definitely wash my hair once a month, and I style it once a month, and then just leave it as is. So like right now, I washed it, and I'm like, okay, now I need to go into my next style and let that last for a month. So
yeah. So I never even knew okay, but what shampoo go good for stuff like that? Because some shampoo just dries out your hair completely.
True. So you want to get a shampoo that is hydrating. So like for my shampoos, I use this one. It's Cream of Nature argan oil, and it hydrates. And literally, you can, like, when you use this, you'll be able to feel that it actually hydrates. Yes. And it's like so soft. Like your hair texture will be so soft. You're like, oh my God, did I rinse all the shampoo out?
Yeah.
Like, that's how, like, hydrating it is. So, yeah.
Solid.
For better precision with reattachments or reestablishments, I'm definitely going in with my smallest crochet needle that I have. I believe it's like a 0.3 or 6. If you all want the details on the crochet hooks for yourself, then definitely let me know, and I can include those products in, in a comment or something. But yeah, the smallest needle was definitely needed in order to make sure that the reestablishment would actually hold and remain, so that way once he begins maintaining his locks on his own, it'll be seamless.
So this movie is going by slow.
So where's the tornado? Where's the...
That's what I was like, yeah, it's definitely going really slow.
Now they're building the suspense.
For sure.
They want you to fall in love with this character, but when she dies, oh.
Yes. Literally. Alright, so I'm gonna put that. Oh, I need my thimbles.
When dealing with crochet hooks, they are extremely sharp. So here, I probably poked myself and realized I needed it. So definitely have hand protection on hand, because sometimes they can slip depending on how you grabbing it. And yes, when a needle goes in your finger, it is not fun at all. Okay. Here's a better look at the locks that had, not crochet hair, but maybe like braiding hair wrapped around, and you'll see.
I'm just forming up 2 seconds.
Now that the real lock is revealed, what I typically do is try to comb out the very top of the lock, and then that way I have some natural hair along with the hair that's already on his head to be able to reattach the lock. I sped this up for time's sake because, y'all, we would have been here for like at least 2 to 3 minutes. So definitely speeding through the transition to attachment. Now I am reattaching the lock, but to be honest with you guys, I wasn't necessarily aware that my camera wasn't angled in a position where you could 100% fully see me reattach this lock. So yeah, sorry for the angle. Like I said, y'all know I'm new to this. So definitely thank y'all for bearing with me as I continue to just, make these videos even better angles and better ways to teach my community. This angle sucks, but I did get a great angle at the top of his head. So just continue watching and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Progress is being made, you guys. As you all see, I'm putting the hair back into the locks. So that afro is starting to disappear, okay? But, yep, just going in with more crochet to reestablish the lock. All right, so after those first 2 rows, I did kind of figure out a method to my madness. So what I am doing here, because I didn't want to assign hair to the lock that it was not allocated to, so I literally took maybe about 30 to 40 minutes and started to basically grab some of that loose hair and making sure that I can assign the loose hair to the lock, because one of the things that I didn't want to do was to start crocheting hair into a lock, and then if I get to a certain set of locks and then there's no more hair that is outside of the lock to crochet. So I thought, like, I almost like reverse engineered it in a sense. Instead of just going in and crocheting, what I'm doing is like I'm basically almost like you restarting or reestablishing the locks. So taking those clips and like making sure that there is hair to go to each thinning lock. And then, of course, I clipped. So once I'm done clipping, I can then just go in with my crochet hook and then start to do the mass majority of my crochet work. As a loctician, I always ask inquiring questions on how the hair got here.
When the person did your retwist like 2 months ago, did they say like, "Hey, you need some like crochet maintenance," or
No, then
did they say nothing?
no.
Really?
Yeah, after what they said was so after like 2 months ago I was still in Arizona, so they did my crochet maintenance, and then my sister looked at it and said, so the person said, "Oh, why does it look like you're not taking care of your hair?" I'm like, me? Like, I like to wash, I like to do all this. Am I not doing the right things? And I started thinking, okay, maybe I've overestimated the way I thought I could look after my locks. So I started getting paranoid. I said, okay, am I not taking that part? I said, yeah, like, you might have to like cut everything. I'm like, no, don't say that. So it wasn't until after I was like, let me do my own research. So after I heard that, I said, nah, let me research.
Yes.
No, nothing about crochet maintenance until I mentioned. I said, no, I feel like that's what I need. I feel like I need the crochet maintenance.
For sure.
That's that. So no, because when I got my hair, my starter locks, to begin with, it was actually crochet interlocked.
Okay.
I remember that it was a crochet interlocked starter lock.
Yeah.
So it would make sense that I needed maintenance crochet.
That you needed.
Right?
Yes.
But because it's not so common.
Especially where you are.
Exactly. They'll look at me like, I was like, nah, I'm not cutting nothing on. Let me book first. Let me find the book, and then if I'm told, yep, there's nothing is there, I can accept my defeat.
I mean, yes. So, I mean, like with what I'm doing right now, I'm just kind of like reestablishing some of them. But definitely there is a lot of damage because basically every single one that I see is very, very thin. And of course, with crochet, I can put back as much as possible. But I mean, it's really going to take like a lot to be able to get them back to where because they basically breaking off. And I just want to be like honest with you, like they're very much at the point of like breaking off. So with me doing crochet maintenance, it can help you with your hair like growing out in a sense. So like growing a little bit of afro, like kind of what you have now. Like basically you have locks, but there's like an afro outside of the lock. So what I'm trying to do is at least retwist and crochet most of that hair back into there. But because there is damage, it's not 100% guaranteed. Sometimes it may, like if you keep up with the maintenance of it, you may be able to get it back to a healthy place. But because it's already like broken off in a sense and growing, they're going to be weak. So I mean, this is kind of like that in between type of like maintenance. Because
So how often would I need to do a maintenance from after
I would say monthly. You need a retwist monthly. Because like, do you retwist your hair yourself?
No. I usually used to do my hair every month. Way before I moved back here. It used to be every month I used to retwist my hair because my hair grows really fast. So it usually doesn't even last the whole month. Actually, I need a retwist. So when it became 2-3 months, I started to get worried. I'm like, I mean, it's growing out, but I'm worried because I used to do it every month. And I know you're not meant to like crazy retwist your hair, but my hair does grow, so it does need to be retwisted. And when it started growing out, I said, okay, I need professional help.
Absolutely. So I mean, the retwist is what is basically reestablishing the hair back into the lock. So if you go 2-3 months without it and it already needed crochet maintenance, you're setting yourself up for like failure in a sense. Because like I would say it like this. Let's see here. So 9 times out of 10, before 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 9 times out of like when your hair was growing out and you could see that it was growing out,
Right.
9 times out of 10, all this hair was inside of there.
Yeah.
And you could basically put your like finger in between there. But because you could put your finger in between there, and in that time nobody crochet maintenance did, nobody like retwisted it to make sure that it was going into the lock,
Right.
it basically broke off from the lock. So all this is now broken off, and then now you get this very, very thin piece. So of course, you know, like I said, over time, you may be able to save them, but it's not necessarily 100% guaranteed.
Right.
But definitely to be able to save them, you definitely need to get on like top of your maintenance now,
Yeah.
and make sure that you're doing something every single month, or going to see somebody or something every single month, so that way you can keep them. Because if you, you know, go any longer periods of time without maintenance, they're going to come out. They are going to come out. So, and like I said, they already have. So once your locks start falling out, that's kind of giving you the condition that your hair is in. And yes, sometimes you can repair, but like with it being so thin, like look at that, it's so thin, like it's yes, it would be best to just grow your hair as much as possible. And then I'm not sure, like, I don't know if you'll be able to come see me again, but, you know, whoever you go to, definitely let them know that they have to do crochet maintenance to be able to put, you know, like, put this back. In a sense. Yeah, because a normal retwist is not going to necessarily work for you. So that's why I'm trying to do as much crochet maintenance as I can today. So that way, you know, I can try to leave you off in a good space to, like, maintain it. Because look, it's so much hair outside of the lock to where it has now compromised the lock in a sense, unfortunately.
That's what it felt like. It felt like, oh, no more winters, or just having a winter is just not enough.
No. And I will say this, like, so for me, like with my locks, like I said, I retwist every single month. There's not a month go by that I don't retwist it. So as long as you keep retwisting your hair, it's steady putting the hair into place, and it's locking it on its own. But when you go 2-3 months without anything, that's when you compromise your locks, and that's where all the damage happens. So yeah, it'd be really hard to bounce back. And once you have damage, it's hard to bounce back from it. So sometimes that's why they'll tell you, oh, you need to cut it, or whatever the case may be. So yeah. So it's kind of almost at that phase. It's you know, it's definitely in a compromised state. I say that, like, I don't like sugarcoat. I don't want to lie to you. It's definitely in a very compromised state. So the best thing is, you know, like I said, I'm just trying to help it in between, because of course, you know, it's hair. You know, you want to keep your hair, especially, you know, you kind of want to have your hair styled and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But like, I definitely want to let you know, it definitely, yeah.
We're getting that techie stage.
Yes. So I'm not sure how you feel about like starting over after a while, because of course, like I said, you can definitely just grow your hair back, just grow your hair out more, and then just start it over.
Yeah.
And that way, you know, because like I tell people, locks are low maintenance, but they do require maintenance. Yeah. And that's the thing. Some people think, oh, I can get my hair locked and I can just leave it alone for 3-4 months. No. Just like you have normal hair and you can't just...
You need it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And see, so there's a difference between when you first got them and you don't need it, and then there's a space where you do need it. So typically what I tell a lot of my clients is that when you start your locks, and let's say if you don't go to a loctician every single month, 9 times out of 10, you're going to need crochet maintenance at least every, like, I would say at the least every 6 months, because your hair has grown significantly. And so you want to go to somebody to ensure that the hair is going back into the lock. So definitely. So for my clients, I do at least crochet like for me, like I said, if you were like a regular client, I can see when your hair is like, oh no, I need to go ahead and crochet this. So as I'm doing a regular retwist, I go in, I'm like, okay, yeah, that lock need a little, you know, a little help.
Yeah.
Let me help it now. So yeah, when you have somebody that, you know, is able to look at the lock and be like, okay, yeah, you need crochet maintenance, they'll just do it, you know. But it's really one of those learn as you go type things. So I totally get it.
Yeah, all the information's coming in. I'm like, oh.
Be like, oh, I should have done this before. Yes. You're like, I should have known this before.
If you made it this far in the video, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Is that a baby? Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
How?
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
Wait.
But where's the mommy and
baby?
daddy?
How's the baby in the hairdresser place?
Is that her baby?
No.
Oh.
Why is she pretending?
Hold on. So mommy and her baby.
All right, so in this shot, you guys, you can see even more of a close-up of what I did with clipping them. So now, like I said, just going in and putting hair back into the lock. So as y'all see, without the hair and how much hair was outside of it. So the purpose of me crocheting is just to put that hair back into the lock, hoping that it reestablishes the lock and hoping that he can continue on this journey. But y'all, of course, listen to the conversation of how compromised his locks are. So this is just an attempt to reestablish, because most people don't want to restart their lock journey over again. So, definitely trying to help my clients that are like that in between. They've caused damage to their locks. They don't want to lose their locks. But, sometimes it's the inevitable. Sometimes people do have to cut their locks, but my job is to try to help avoid that at any cost. All right, you guys, if you've made it this far, that means you have watched this entire reconstruction video. I just want to let y'all know I definitely had an hour of footage, and it honestly took about 3 to 4 hours to complete this. But as you all see, you can see more so parts and hair back into the locks. So now I'm just going to get into the retwist so that way he can really see the transformation. If you guys already haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button so you can see more transformations and details like this. I did do the retwist and 2 strands off camera, but this is the finished product, you guys. If you all have any locks like this and need some work done, hit me up.
Magnificent.
I don't know how you did it.
It looks so good. I'm like, yes. I knew I could do it. I knew I could.